Good morning, folks. It is Sunday, the 6th of March. I am Flat Cap Callum, and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. All right, coming up today, we have got review of yesterday, followed by our bets for the day. It's a half stake day today, so we are only £10 stake across two bets coming up. So half stake day, and then we'll do a quick review of the golf. So the first thing to talk about from yesterday was we have made a profit. Now, long-time viewers will know we are in profit, but Saturdays have been a bugbear. So far, since we launched the channel, we've had a real issue on Saturdays for whatever reason. We've not got over the line, and we've made a loss every Saturday until yesterday. And rather than make a loss, we made a really, really nice, decent profit off yesterday's bet. So 3 bets, 2 made profit, and 1 wasn't far off making profit. So really, really great stuff. So let's talk those through. So we had Maydan, we had Lucky 31. First time we've done that. And it did pay a nice profit, so we had 3 placed out of 5. And I did say if you'd missed the first race, if it was early, do it as Lucky 31. You'd have got more return doing it as Lucky 31 because the first bet was a loser. So in a Lucky 31, same as Lucky 15, if the first horse doesn't get placed, you've pretty much lost half of the bets within the stakes. So if you're Lucky 31, you're losing half of those bets when the first one goes down. So as a lucky 15, so if you did it as the 4 horses, you'd got more money back. So let's talk you through. So Square de Leon down the field, Mutterfowit, 14 to 1 on the channel was placed, 28 to 1 SP. So a lot of bookmakers did pay 5 on that race. It was 5th. So 28 to 1 was the SP price. Then we had Hakiki down the field. We had Felix, that was 5th, paid 5th on Sky Bet as well. It's quite a few bookies did pay 5th. 17 to 2 on the channel, but 20 to 1 on the SP. And then Eligelab was 18 to 1 on the channel, placed 3rd, and only 10 to 1 SP. So if you'd taken SPs, you would have had a much better return than we would have done than we did on the channel. And what I would flag is that most of the time, I think for my channel specifically, you are better off taking the prices if the prices are what you can get from what I'm putting up on the channel. I know other channels would advise to do SPs, and that might well be right for their channel. For this channel, I rarely will say SP, and it's normally because I picked it the night before and the price has gone in and I'm hoping it's going to bounce a little bit. So predominantly we take the price on this channel. Because it's betting through Sky Bet, we don't get best price guaranteed on a lot of the races that we take anyway. So you would have got better SPs, so hopefully some of you did, because an SP Lucky 31, a Lucky 15 would have been really good, but as it was, we got 1181 for the 744 Lucky 31, and then there was the additional double on Motofawit and Lechab. Those additional doubles and singles do really pay, so it's really good if you do listen to what I'm saying there in terms of the way I'm doing the bet. So that was a 489 return for the additional each way double. We then had the kind of marquee bet of the day in terms of profit. So we had 4 horses. Bold Endeavour 132 at Kelso, that was placed. We had it 6 to 1 on the channel. And then we had the 248 Navan, Silvertown 16s on the channel, backed into 10s, and it won well by about half a length. So that was great. And then we had Wadarev, so frustrated. That was my frustration of the day. So if you watch that race, they took out a bunch of the hurdles for Low Line Sun. That would have not helped that horse at all. It's got distance in its pedigree. It also likes jumping. It has done well over chases. So yeah, it was 5th, 4th. Yeah, that was a difference between but another 40 quid. So disappointing, but it was 5th. We needed to come 4th. Some bookies would have paid 5th, so some of you might got lucky and got the lucky 15 there and paid 4 places, but we didn't on the channel. And then Barvadasia's the 5 o'clock Southall, 11 to 1 on the channel. It SP'd at 11 to 2, but we had a 30 pence reduction rule 4 on the 11s, so it worked out about 15 to 2, 8 to 1 in reality. So I got 46.30 back for that. And then the last one went in first leg, Paint the Dream, 9 to 1 on the channel, SP'd 1, and then we couldn't get anything with it. We had 2 of them that were 1 out of the places with it. So frustrating to not have anything with a 9 to 1 winner. But overall, 9 to 1, 11 to 1 with a rule 4, and 16 to 1 winners was really, really good result. And there was a question someone asked me yesterday on the video, which I've given quite a long answer to, so I'm not going to go all through it now. But what I would flag to you is the win percentage and the overall percentage of horses placing yesterday was higher than average. So there was a question around, taking them as singles. You do what you do with whatever you do with the tips. I do them in the bets that I do because that's the way for me to make profit. So if you backed all of the horses I've ever put on the channel as an each way bet as a single, you would just about break even. If there were all the win bets, you would win. So it doesn't pay in the long run so far to bet all of my horses each way. And I know people want to know what's the best one. Some days there isn't the best one. Today I can do it a little bit, but some days there isn't the best one, and there's certainly not. I'd never say it's my best chance of winning. It's the chance where there's more value in the price. So that's what we got yesterday. It made it total £20 on, 67.36 back, so 47.36 profit for that. Another decent day. We have 3 decent profitable days this week, and the last 14 days now we are winning 8 out of 14, which is much better than channel average. So this will be the best week we've got. So even if everything loses today and the golf doesn't get anything back, this will be the best week for the channel this week, which is great. Okay, 2 bets for you today. First up is Lucky 15, probably marginally the strongest bet. So there's 3 races fairly obvious for most people that are paying 5 places Sky Bet. Quite a few bookmakers are paying 4, and the last one paying 5. Have a look around, but Sky Bet 5 on all of these bottom 3, and then I've put the best of the rest with them really. So 1 o'clock Sedgefield, Silkstone, it's already come in a bit. It was 12s last night, 9-1. So it's normal race paying 3 places, and then we've got 3:20 Wexford, Call Me Rocky. That's the one where there's most value today. So there's not a huge amount of value anywhere where you look. It's quite a sleepy Sunday really, but Call Me Rocky is the one with the most value by some way. That's 12-1. Then we've got 3:40 Leopardstown, Paddy Wickler 5-1, and then 4:50 Leopardstown, Fan de Blues 17-2. So we've got 20p each way, Lucky 15, and then I've got an additional double on the 2 with the most value, not the biggest price, but the most value. Call Me Rocky and Fan de Blue. So 6.50 your bet 1. And I said probably slightly stronger bet 2. So it's a bit of a combination really. So you've got 3 horses here, and these are kind of borderline between, but certainly the top 2 are ones that I would consider putting in Lucky 15 bet each way, because they're kind of low price, solid enough place horses. But they are also ones where for here we're going to have a go from a win point of view. So it's a bit of a hybrid, really. I'm calling this out really more of a win bet, but it's a riskier win bet by some way than what I would normally put out. So the last few win bets have done really well on the channel. This is a riskier win bet. So we've got 238 Sedgefield, only paying 2 places from an each way point of view, but from a win point of view, Bird on the Wire 11-2. And then we've got 255 Huntingdon, Sheldon 5-1, 8 runners in that one I think, and then 405 Huntingdon World Trip. I think there's 9 runners in that one, 4-1. So the way I've done it is a 40p each way treble on the 3, so that's the each way bit just on the treble. Then we've got 40p win doubles, and then 2 75p win singles on the top 2. They are the biggest prices, but they are also the ones with much more value. So World Trip, I wouldn't single it. I mean, even if you did, you're not going to get a huge amount of money back for it. Clearly, there's not much difference price between the 3 of them, but the top 2 are stronger for value than World Trip. So we'll see how that one goes. It's a bit of a hybrid. We've done a few like that before, but not for a while. So I'm predominantly calling this a win bet with an each way treble because the prices are bigger, because it is a bit of a riskier bet. So that is what I've got. 350 your stake, and then quick word on the golf. Generally, the golf there's not much to cheer about other than Chris Kirk. So Chris Kirk in the Arnold Palmer Invitational. He had a cracking round yesterday, and I was watching it all day because he got round in 68, 4 under par, and most people struggled yesterday. So the top of the leaderboard just kept shrinking, and he was in the clubhouse and he kept going higher and higher in the placings. So he's solidly in for a place at the moment. He's only 4 shots behind, so anything can happen on that last day in the Arnold Palmer. So he's the one to watch. It doesn't look like anyone else is going to get anywhere near. So our focus is on Chris Kirk tonight in the Arnold Palmer. So we'll see how we go for the golf. But the rest of it's been a bit disappointing on the whole, really, given the fact that we took quite a few golfers, and clearly the lucky 15 golf bet is dead and buried. But there we go. All right. You have a good day. I'll have a good day. Let's hope the horses have a good day. We will regroup tomorrow. And the last thing I was going to say is third part of my Cheltenham series. I've done 2 parts. The third part, which is the handicap part, I'm going to try and get it out tomorrow afternoon. The handicap part. The horse I've put up on the first 2. Some of them are looking quite good at the moment. Some of them not. Particularly on part 2, I talked about 4 horses for wins, and all 4 now are much shorter odds than when I put them up on the on that video on part 2. So we'll see how we go with the handicaps. I've kind of halfway there with it. Try and get the rest of it done tomorrow, and hopefully find a little bit of value, because we are only a very short time away from Cheltenham. 10 days to go. All right. Enjoy your day. Thank you.